In a surprising development, a 26-year-old influencer named Ashley St. Clair has allegedly claimed on social media that Elon Musk is the father of her child. Supposedly, St. Clair felt compelled to make this disclosure herself after hearing that tabloid outlets were reportedly preparing to break the story. It is important to emphasize that these claims remain unverified, and Musk has not yet responded to the allegations. According to St. Clair's account, Musk initially contacted her via a direct message in May 2023. Supposedly, this digital interaction led to her company arranging an interview with the billionaire, during which more details were discussed. Allegedly, Musk followed up with another message asking to meet privately later that same night. These exchanges, as reported by St. Clair, are at the core of her claim linking Musk to her personal life. The influencer further alleged that Musk provided her with a lavish apartment in New York during her pregnancy, a move that she suggests was part of their supposed interaction. Additionally, it is claimed that her friends were made to sign non-disclosure agreements, an indication that there might have been attempts to keep the details of the relationship confidential. These elements, if true, add layers to the narrative, highlighting the unusual and personal nature of the alleged connection between the two. This report on the claim is framed entirely by the statements made by St. Clair, and as of now, there is no independent confirmation from Musk or any of his representatives. The use of terms like allegedly and supposedly is critical here, as the details remain part of an unverified account circulating on social media. As the situation unfolds, further investigation will be required to substantiate these assertions, and readers are advised to treat this information with caution until more concrete evidence is presented. The unfolding story underscores the increasingly blurred lines between personal disclosure and public reporting in the digital age, where social media platforms have become key battlegrounds for controlling narratives about personal and public figures alike. Ashley claims that, allegedly, Elon Musk initially reached out to Ashley St. Clair via a direct message in May 2023. According to St. Clair's account, this digital outreach marks the starting point of their alleged interaction and serves as a foundational detail in her broader narrative. Supposedly, the direct message from Musk was the first point of contact between the two. This alleged communication is significant because it reportedly initiated a sequence of events that later escalated into further interactions. Direct messages on social media platforms are often used for private conversations, and in this context, the claim that Musk used such a personal channel adds an element of intimacy and immediacy to the story. In today's digital landscape, where influencers and public figures frequently engage through private messaging, this alleged contact is seen as a modern twist to traditional communication, underscoring how personal and professional lines can blur in the online world. Moreover, the timing of this alleged message, May 2023, provides a clear temporal reference that situates the claim within a specific period. This detail is crucial because it helps construct a timeline of events, suggesting that the alleged relationship had its inception several months prior to the public disclosure. The dating of this interaction is essential for understanding the progression of the alleged events that followed, including subsequent messages and meetings that St. Clair described. Additionally, the nature of the initial outreach via a direct message has broader implications in how such communications are perceived. In many cases, when a high-profile individual like Musk is said to have used a personal communication channel, it lends an air of exclusivity and personal connection to the claim. However, it is important to note that such communications, while indicative of a potential relationship, remain unverified and are part of an alleged narrative that has yet to be substantiated by independent sources or a response from Musk himself. In summary, the alleged direct message in May 2023 is a pivotal element in St. Clair's account. It is portrayed as the catalyst for further interactions and is central to the unfolding story. Ashley St. Clair's company arranged an interview with the billionaire. This step in the narrative is significant for several reasons and offers insight into how such personal claims are managed in the digital era. Supposedly, after receiving a direct message in May 2023, St. Clair's team took the claim a step further by setting up an interview with Musk a few days later. This action suggests that her company, likely responsible for managing her public relations and media interactions, was keen on ensuring that her version of events was formally recorded and potentially given a platform for wider dissemination. The decision to arrange an interview indicates that the claim was not merely a passing comment, but was treated as a matter of public interest that warranted further discussion. By organizing an interview, her company appeared to be proactively seeking either confirmation or clarification regarding the claim. The arrangement implies a level of seriousness, as securing an interview with a figure as high profile as Musk typically requires substantial effort, negotiation, and sometimes even logistical planning. It also points to a broader strategy where the influencer and her team might be attempting to control the narrative, ensuring that any subsequent coverage aligns with her account of the events. This step also highlights the role of modern media tactics, where social media influencers often leverage interviews to add legitimacy to their claims. The fact that her company took the initiative suggests that they were prepared for potential challenges from the media and wanted to preempt any counter-narrative from third-party sources such as tabloids, which reportedly were close to breaking the story. By arranging a controlled interview setting, St. Clair's team might have aimed to provide a clear and coherent statement that could be scrutinized by the public and media alike. It is important to note, however, that all these details remain part of an alleged narrative. The interview was reportedly arranged following the initial message, but there has been no public confirmation or comment from Musk regarding the matter. As such, while the arrangement of the interview is a crucial element in the story's timeline, it continues to be a claim that is yet to be substantiated independently. If true, the claim that this alleged child would be Elon Musk's 13th introduces a significant dimension to the narrative surrounding his personal life. According to widely circulated reports, Musk is known to have multiple children from previous relationships, and this new allegation, if verified, would add another member to an already extensive family. Allegedly, Musk's known family includes children from various relationships, and the claim that he could have fathered another child suggests that his personal life is as multifaceted as his public persona. In previous reports, Musk has been linked to having children with different partners, and this claim would imply that the total number of his offspring would reach 13. This number not only highlights the breadth of his family, but also underscores how personal relationships of high-profile figures are often subjected to intense public and media scrutiny. The allegation further emphasizes the intersection of private life and public interest. For a figure whose primary recognition stems from technological innovation and entrepreneurship, details about family life typically emerge as side notes until they gain enough attention. The claim therefore becomes newsworthy because it feeds into the broader narrative of Musk's personal world, a realm that many find as intriguing as his professional achievements. It is important to note, however, that these details remain part of an unverified account. The use of terms like allegedly is critical, as it signals that while the claim has been made public, it has not been substantiated by independent sources or confirmed by Musk himself. Until such verification occurs, this addition to his family remains a point of speculation rather than established fact. The alleged addition would also invite further discussion about the complexities of managing a personal life under constant public observation. For many public figures, especially those in the limelight for their business or technological contributions, the revelation of personal family matters can open a new chapter of public interest, with implications for both their personal narrative and the way they are perceived by the public. In summary, if these claims turn out to be accurate, they would not only expand Musk's family, but also add another intriguing layer to the ongoing discourse about his personal and private life. St. Clair also stated that Musk provided her with a lavish apartment in New York during her pregnancy, a detail that, if accurate, adds a significant layer to the overall narrative. According to her account, this provision was not merely a casual gesture, but a material support measure during a vulnerable period in her life. Allegedly, the apartment in question is described as lavish, implying that it offers luxurious accommodations, upscale amenities, and is located in a prestigious area of New York City. This level of support suggests that, in her view, Musk was willing to extend more than just fleeting attention and was prepared to contribute to her well-being during the pregnancy. In the context of personal relationships, especially those involving public figures, the provision of such a high-end residence can be interpreted as a sign of commitment or at least a willingness to ensure comfort and security during important personal milestones. Supposedly, by providing the apartment, Musk might have intended to offer a stable and secure environment for St. Clair during her pregnancy. This detail therefore plays a crucial role in framing the alleged relationship as one that went beyond simple interactions. It is important to note that this detail is part of an unverified account, and all descriptions remain based solely on St. Clair's narrative. There has been no independent confirmation or official comment from Musk or his representatives regarding this claim. The use of terms like allegedly and supposedly is vital in reporting this information accurately, as they signal that these details have not been substantiated through other reliable sources. The claim also raises further questions about the nature and context of the arrangement. For instance, it remains unclear whether the apartment was meant as temporary housing during the pregnancy, or if it was intended as part of a longer-term living arrangement. Additionally, details such as whether any formal agreements or documented terms accompanied this provision have not been disclosed. Such unanswered questions contribute contribute to the overall uncertainty surrounding the claim. Ultimately, the mention of a lavish New York apartment serves to underline the material dimension of the alleged relationship, highlighting how personal narratives involving high-profile figures can include elements of financial and lifestyle support. As with the other aspects of the account, this detail remains unverified and part of an evolving narrative that requires further corroboration before any definitive conclusions can be drawn. According to reports, friends associated with the situation were required to sign non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, a detail that adds another layer to the unfolding narrative. NDAs are legal contracts designed to ensure that specific information remains confidential and is not disclosed to the public or third parties. In this case, the reported use of NDAs suggests that the details surrounding the alleged events were considered sensitive enough to warrant formal legal protection. The practice of having friends or associates sign NDAs is not uncommon when a situation involves personal or potentially contentious matters. Such agreements serve to protect the privacy of those involved, as well as to control the spread of information that might not have been fully verified. By legally binding those who are close to the influencer, the intent appears to be to prevent any premature or unauthorized disclosure of details that could contribute to public speculation or unwanted media attention. This reported requirement also hints at a desire to manage the narrative closely. When friends are asked to sign NDAs, it typically indicates that the individual making the claims wishes to ensure that only certain information is shared and that the details remain within a controlled circle. This can be seen as a strategic move, aiming to safeguard personal privacy and maintain a level of discretion around sensitive interactions. The NDAs may help in preventing rumors from spiraling out of control or being misinterpreted by external parties. Moreover, the involvement of NDAs underscores the perceived seriousness of the situation. It implies that those privy to the details were expected to handle the information with care and refrain from discussing it publicly, which might otherwise compromise the integrity of the account or lead to legal complications. In a context where public figures and influencers are frequently under intense scrutiny, such measures are sometimes used to mitigate the risks associated with unwanted media exposure or potential legal fallout. In summary, the reported signing of non-disclosure agreements by friends highlights a deliberate effort to keep the details of the situation under wraps. While NDAs are standard legal tools used in many fields to protect confidential information, their application here emphasizes the sensitivity of the claims being made. As with other elements of the narrative, this detail remains part of an unverified account, but it provides insight into how personal matters are managed when they intersect with public interest.